In this very video, we are going to look at various patterns of candles we have so far as forex trading is concerned. And candles were originally invented by a rice trader whose name was Munelisa Omar in a town called Sakata in Japan before being introduced to the Western world, where they modify it and forex traders started using it to analyze the financial markets by Steve Nielsen. That's why still it has been used. Every normal candlestick has a body and 2 weeks, upper shadow, lower shadow. But in real circumstances, some candles don't have both upper and lower wicks. And this candle is the one we are looking at currently on the screen. It is called Marubosu candles. Yeah. Marubosu is a Japanese word known as a bowed head or shaved head. Then you bring the head. That's the meaning in Japan language. Looking at these two candlesticks closely, this is a bullish candle moving upwards. This is a bearish candle. Both don't have lower and upper shadows, because the bullish candle, it means buyers took total control, or buy orders were strong throughout from the opening price level to the close level. And then in the bearish candlestick, sell orders were strong from the opening level to the closing level. If you don't know how candlesticks are being formed, I have already discussed it in my previous video. It is up to you to visit and acquaint yourself with that. Very, very, very educative. These patterns are called Marubosu candles. They don't have shadows. Long and short candles, that's good. These are our bullish candles. We have small candle and big candle. The small candle, which has a small body, indicating that buying pressure is very small as compared to the bigger body, indicating buy pressure is bigger as compared to the small body candlestick. And that is our bearish candle. The small bearish candle means sell orders are small. And then the bigger bearish candle means sell orders are huge. Sell pressure is very strong. Long shadows. Yeah. We have our long shadow candlestick patterns. The first one is our bullish long candlestick pattern, indicating that after the candle open at this level, buyers push the price upward at this high. And when price got to this resistance or this high level, sellers push it downward. And finally, the candlestick close at this level. This is the open level. What it means is that buyers dominated during trading, and later on sellers force the price down from the high. That's what it means. So this is the long wick, and this very pattern formation is called shooting star. Don't forget, shooting star is always located at the top of the charts. It is always located at the top. So anytime you spot shooting star at the top of the market, it is an indication that price will definitely go downward, because looking at the pattern, sell orders were in control here. So definitely price will come down. It is always located at the top. And this very pattern is again called inverted hammer. Yeah, inverted hammer is always located at the demand zone. So anytime you see this particular pattern, which is the inverted hammer, then know that price will reverse upward. That's what it means. The second stick has to do with It's the opposite of this very one, and its name is hanging man. Hanging man is always located at the top. So anytime you see hanging man at the top, it is a sell signal indicating price will definitely go bearish. And this is the long wick of it. So that's it. Hanging man, by sell orders, sellers push price down below. After price got to the low level, buyers push it up and then closed at this level. That's what it means. Bullish and bearish engulfing pattern. Yeah, this is our bullish engulf pattern. Bullish engulf consists of two candles. The first one has to do with what? The bearish candle, indicating price was coming downward, and then the next candle, which is the bullish candle, has engulfed the bearish candle. So anytime you see this particular candle pattern at the demand zone, it means what? Buying pressure is very strong, so the trend will what? Be bullish. And then the other pattern is what? It is always formed at the resistance zone or supply zone, which is what? The bearish. Yeah, so bearish engulf is what? These are bullish candle, and then the bearish. So anytime you see bearish candle engulf the bullish candle at the top, it is a sell signal that the trend will what? Be bearish. Tweezer. We have two types of tweezers. We have tweezer top being formed at the resistance zone. As you can see, two candles having the same price level at the top. So this is what? Tweezer top. And then we have our tweezer bottom, meaning two candles having the same price at the demand level. And then the next one has to do with bullish and bearish rejection. Yeah, these are our rejections. Anytime you see many candlesticks being rejected at our various zones, it means either buy or sell orders are weak. In scenario, this is our bullish rejection. Bullish rejection means what? As you see this price being rejected at the demand zone, it means sellers are weak. Sell orders are not enough to push the price further below. Therefore, the rejection, indicating that price will what? Go upward. And then this is our bearish rejection. Yeah, always located at the top resistance zone, meaning buy orders are hot, less. Price cannot go beyond the resistance zone. Therefore, price is what? Accumulating at this zone, preparing for bearish move. That's what it means. So these are our buy and sell signals that we look for in the market. Yeah, dojis. We have three types of dojis in the markets. We have the first doji, which has a longer lower wick, and its name is dragonfly doji. And then the second one has a long upper wick. You can write it yourself. And then the name is gravestone. Yeah, the third one is the real doji. It has a cross-like formation, indicating conflict between buy and sell orders. As you can see, there's a balance between both orders. That's what it means. So doji can be found at the demand zone. So anytime you see doji at this level, it's an indication that price will reverse to bullish direction. Anytime you see doji at the top, it means there's a likelihood that price will be bearish. Yeah, my people, in forex trading, there are so many candlestick patterns out there, but for the purpose of this video, I don't want to make it long. In my subsequent video, I will come out with the continuation of this very topic so that we go more detail. Yeah, but for your information, banks don't use candlestick patterns to take decisions in the markets. The only place their trades are the major zones. Yeah, if you don't know what major zones are, I've already talked about it in my previous videos. You better go watch them because it will enhance your trading life. Yeah, so these are various patterns that we look out for when trading. They serve as a buy and sell signals for traders before we know whether to buy or sell. They work perfectly. But you know, in forex trading, we have different kinds of traders. Some like news trading, they follow news and then take decisions based on that, and they do well in the markets. Other category of traders also steady price action, which involves candles, and then do well. So it's a choice. Whichever works for you, that is personal. But as far as banks are concerned, they don't use candlesticks to trade the market. I just decided to share it with you because as forex traders, it's good to be familiar yourself with the candles because in forex trading, everything we do has to do with candles. Candles represent human beings in the market, money, profits, and so many more. So we cannot trade without candles. They communicate with traders. That's it. It's always good to know the various patterns, but always go for advanced knowledge, as I always say. Yeah, I want to sign out here. See you in my next video. I love you all. Bye bye.